All right, so we got this Ridgeline here. It's got a little bit of a water leak. Might be able to see what the remnants of the stain line are right there. Okay. Now, here's where it gets interesting. So I've pulled the trim off to get the headliner down. Gonna hope that wherever the leak is, that it leaked onto the headliner and not onto the side airbag. But that said, to water test it, to leak test it, I wanted to take this roof rack system off, and it's secured with little flat, you'll see one right here right now, these guys, two at each corner, or two at each foot, but this one on both sides is seized. And that's curious to me because, well, at some point, if I do find that the leak on the inside goes that way, I won't be able to pinpoint it without taking the roof rail system off. All right, well, let's try to impact drive the one on that side off, and not having a lot of luck here. Well, we'll keep going. All right, so we're back now, and we're looking for our leak, and as you can tell right here, all right, we've kind of struck gold. We've got some drippage. I've just got to figure out how to get the money shot. And what I was worried about is kind of what's going to happen here. I'm going to have to pull that airbag down because it looks like that particular fastener for the roof rail sits right above where I need to be here. All right, so I'm going to turn the water off and get that roof rack off. All right, so took a whiz wheel and just ground down the head of that fastener. This joker would have never come off. Look at it. And I wonder what we're gonna find on this debris. So let me do the other side, get the rack off, put it on the bed, and then come in here, move the drip rails, and look at what we've got under here. Somewhere under there is our problem. Dun, dun, dun. Uh-oh. Dun, dun. Dum, 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 dum. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. Up you go. With me now. Let's go. All right. This is how we do it. Do, 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 do. This is how we do it. Da, 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 da. Oh, okay. Whew. All right. So, now that this is out the way, let's look at what conundrum we face. Ordinarily, should have a cute little stud like this, but this guy became cantankerous. And all the debris that's down there didn't help. But I'm glad that I did not choose to try and twist that off, because it was definitely probably would have snapped that stud off through the roof. All right, now we got to clean all this debris out of here and then see exactly, well, this is not the side that's leaking anyway, but like I imagined, it does go through the roof. The stud does come out from the inside some kind of way. Let's go look at the other side. All right, let's Alright, so at first glance, I don't see a lot going on here. That should cause me to. So I need to put some like soapy water here and then blow compressed air from the inside and confirm that this is where my leak is. I mean, just based on what the water was doing earlier, most of it was located right here. I don't like the fact that that thing is rusted solid. Can't really tell what it's done to the roof right there. But I would sure like to identify the leak source before I go ham on this this drain, this gutter. All right, let's keep going. All right, so something interesting that may or may not show up on camera. I'm going to try and zoom in so we can see all of this. See that crack right there? And there might be a little rust speck. Saw it earlier. I think it's right there, if that comes up on camera. There's a discoloration that shows rust coming through right there. But anyway, so that's a crack in the seam sealer. And it goes up to here. Come on, focus. And it stops as it repeats, and then there's nothing over there. But I'm going to clean this out. I'm going to clean this out. All right, see how it stops and little cracks over there? Yes. Yes, so, and here's something interesting. Let's get from over here. Let's get out from over here. There's been a lot of rust mitigation. Little, look at that. And don't get me wrong. I mean, none of these are pertinent to fix, but at some point, what happened there? And then I got to look on this side because the same rusted fastener on that side is rusted on this side. And so now I look, and is that a crack beginning to form there? So are we going to seam seal this side? Yes, sirree, Bob. So I'm going to have to wash and clean this drain gutter out to get down to clear paint. Get me some seam sealer. I'm going to see if I can get these off. So these are, we ground off the head of the fastener. I'll show you what the fastener looks like, but I do believe that a lot of the rust jacking kind of made this seized in place. So I'm going to see if I can't, first of all, just vice grip it off, and then if not, put like a wet rag boundary around here and heat it up with a torch and see if I can't get it to come off that way. But those are my thoughts on it. Let's get to cleaning the drains, the rails, the gutters, whatever you want to call them. Alright, so I don't know if you know what I'm doing up here, but here we go. I'm going to rinse this off in a minute. I got Dawn in there because I want something soft on the paint. I want no hard corrosive agents. I'll show you whatever's in there can be removed with elbow grease. I've done the other side, get the roof where the feet sat, and a lot of other contaminants for a while. Being that it's Dawn, it won't stay on the paint. And do the other side real quick again, because I have already. Alright, let's get up here. You can see it's not a lot of hard work, just get the scum off. So I'll rinse this off in a minute, and then because it's supposed to rain tonight, it's going to go inside to dry. So I need to get some fresh water and just rinse this off. Time for the hose. Alright, I went through the first run through with the brush and the water, but couldn't do both. Ow! Because it requires incredible arm strength to do this the way I want to. This more artisanal way of cleaning the gutters as opposed to getting a garden hose out here, gallons of water. Alright, let's just rinse that out. I don't even know what it looks like. You guys will probably know before I do. Gotta come up here and take a look. But almost like the weathermen knew what they were talking about this time. See over there? That's where the blue sky ends. And look right now. She's coming, boys. She's coming. Holy smokes. Is this what a gutter is supposed to look like? Now, I don't believe that cleaning it out would have helped it. I think this stuff is cracked because of its age. And that's seam sealer. I probably scraped off where the rust was externally, but so I'm not worried so much about that anymore. The seam sealer is just cracked. So what I'm going to try and do is, oh, holy smokes! Holy smokes! I think I got to go forward of this now. Oh man, I was hoping not to have to, because these guys don't like to come. Oh man, that's a deep one right there. You know what? As long as the rail, I'm going to seal that too. Let it dry. Alright, we're going to seal from up here. I think get cracked to the base of that. You guys can probably see that, but I don't see anything up there. Or do I? Like right there. It cracks and think, oh man. Glad I looked up there, because that was next. This is not good. Let me see if I have to remove that piece. I don't like to go back. Up here is a little different because it kind of, oh, there it is. I'm gonna have to get all this crap out of here. More cleaning, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. All right, let me get this out of here. It moves back and slides. There's a slotted pin type of section there. Hang on. All right, so we got in there. You get to see the crack now, so I can't see what you guys are seeing, but kind of cleaned out the crud that was under there. I need to do the other side, and then once it dries, I can bring the seam sealer in and seal all that off. All right, let me do my job and bring you guys when it's sealed. Yeah, that's what's left in it. Gotta just rinse that out and scrub it. Rinse and scrub, rinse and scrub. With my brush. Rinse and scrub, rinse and scrub. All right, let's pull it in, get it out of the weather, because it's coming. All right, let me look in there. Yeah, it's clean. All right, next. All right, we're back. So, clean channels. I got a pair of needle nose vice grips and grabbed that remainder of the fitting here and got it off. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this clear adhesive. We're going to use some of this adhesive here, clear. I'm going to go along the seam sealer that has cracked in several places here, all the way back. And we're just going to seal it up. So see if I can get you guys to the vantage point, and I get to work. All right, so I did both gutters just to be thorough. Now, I will admit, at some point, I think it would have been prudent of me to tape the threads of these studs over before I put this resin in here. So what I'm going to do, because it's supposed to take about 12 hours to cure, I'm going to let it sit here and set for overnight, I guess. Give me about 6 to 8 hours. And I'm gonna come in here and chase these threads. And so I did it on both sides. So got it in all the crevices and cracks where I think it's clear, so I really can't see it, but that's kind of cool. Because once it hardens up, hopefully it levels out. And will just appear to be like an acrylic or epoxy, sealant. All right. Did both sides just because we saw cracks there too. And that's about that.